All right, guys. So now that we're kind of done, operating with slope and figuring out what slope can do and how we find it and how it helps us with graphs, we're going to kind of jump to our next thing here with graphing, which is slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b is something you may have heard of before. That's called slope-intercept form. The reason it's called slope-intercept form is because when when equations are written in slope-intercept form, they tell us the slope and the intercept. Okay, and by intercept, they're really saying the y-intercept. Now, really all we're going to do here is investigate how it works and kind of why it works and how we kind of get to this shortcut, because this is going to be a shortcut. If you notice, we have two equations here with their XY tables filled in. We looked at these tables earlier, okay, and we made these tables earlier. So if you go back to when we made tables and our notes and stuff like that, you'll see these equations in there. Now we're going to do a little investigative work here. We're going to start with the y-intercept. The y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis, which is the up and down axis right there. Okay. If you notice in this first one, we got 0, 1 as our first point, which would be right there. In our second equation, we have 0, -4, which would be right there. Those are the respective y-intercepts for those graphs. Now, why is that important? We have a 1 right there. Is it a coincidence that the y-intercept is 0, 1? Probably not. We have a -4 right there. Is it a coincidence that the -4 is the y-intercept? Probably not. In fact, it's not. The b value always represents the y-intercept of our equation. Now, the other number in the problem, which is your m, okay, which here is 3, and down here is 2 over 3, okay, your m stands for your slope, okay, so m stands for slope. Why they picked m to represent slope, I do not know, but I can tell you this. They didn't pick s because s would look too close to the number 5. So I'm not sure why they went with m, but it is what it is. Anyway, back to what I was. Let's look at number 1, this first problem. We talked about patterns when we made these tables. The pattern here is up 1, up 1, up 1, up 1. The pattern down below is up 3, up 3, up 3, up 3. I don't think it's a coincidence that 3 divided by 1 is equal to 3. Down on the bottom there, the pattern in our x's is up 3, up 3, up 3, up 3, up 3. The pattern in our y's, up 2, up 2, up 2, up 2. I don't think it's a coincidence that your 2 over 3, your pattern 2 over 3 is also reflected in the problem. Okay, so what I'm getting at here, guys, is this. If I go all the way back to the start, now that we know what slope-intercept form is and kind of what it does, I can use that to my advantage. So in this first problem, this number right here is your y-intercept, 0, 1. Boom. This number right here is your slope, 3 over 1. Rise over run. Rise 3, run 1. Rise 3, run 1. Okay, got 3 points there. We've said all along you only need 2. In the bottom one, your y-intercept is 0, -4. Boom. Rise over run. Rise 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We got 3 more. We've always said we only need 2. So we got our graphs. Quicker, easier than making tables. We'll take a look at a few more examples in my next video.